each patient gets their own cap for 2 reasons. We put measuring tapes on the cap to be able to line up the helmet on a daily basis, and then also for hygiene, so everybody's not sticking their head in the same helmet. Alright, so what we're going to do first is just fit Indy for her with her cap. There we go. Chin strap on. Okay. And put the first measuring tape on. It goes from the bridge of the nose to the back of the head. Okay. And then I'm going to feel underneath the cap for her, it's called her inion, which is the bump on the back of her head. Okay. I'm going to take a measurement of that, or 40% of that measurement, which is going to be 14.4. Ready to go. Sorry, poking you. Okay, so now what the doctor will do is come in and we'll place the helmet at the starting position. 40? Okay. So no? Okay. Do you need a spacer? I don't know how this helmet is. Let's check it out.
I don't know about this helmet usually.
Yeah. Okay. So what we do, we're going to start at the starting position, which is 0.7. I'm going to push down. Make sure it's level. Let's see. Does it look level? There we go. Okay. Good through 13. Alright, so now I'm going to move up 2 centimeters from our starting position where the coil is nice and level. And we go up 2 centimeters because that is where or it should be close to the area where the homunculus is on the motor cortex strip. And when we're mapping, we're trying to find the motor cortex strip, which is the blue strip on that poster right behind you. And when we stimulate that, it will trigger an involuntary twitch in the right hand or the thumb area, okay? So let me see, 16. Okay? And so we're just sending 1 pulse at a time, and it just feels like a tap on the side of the head. All right, so when I send this pulse, I'm going to be watching her right hand, and I'm going to see if there's a nice response. So if we do see a response, we know we're on or close to the motor cortex strip. Ready? 3, 2, 1. So a nice little thumb twitch. I'll do it again so you can get it on camera. All right, 3, 2, 1. A nice thumb twitch. And now what we do is we move the helmet a centimeter, and we do the same thing. We're going to compare the response in her hand. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. So it's a little less than the first one. So we'll just go up 1 more centimeter. Three, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. So still a little less than that first initial location that we found. So now we're going to go back down. So we went back in the first direction. Now we're going to go forward in the second direction. Still keeping it on the same number on this side ruler. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. So I know that spot's definitely, we're falling off of that motor cortex strip. So our initial positioning has been the best one so far. So now I'm going to go back to that 7 in the front, and now I'm going to move up on the side. So we measure, we go centimeter by centimeter in the front, and then we go centimeter by centimeter on the side as well. Okay? And we do the same thing. 3, 2, 1. 3, 2, 1. So nothing. Okay. So we know it's not 17, so let me go down to 15 here. 3, 2, 1. very small. 3, 2, 1. All right, so you are very easy to map. So not every patient is as responsive as Indy is, or as clear cut as to where that motor threshold or motor cortex is. But we found it to be 7/16, that starting position where we calculated where it should be, so, which is great. So now that we found where the motor cortex strip is, which is typically right around this area here, we're going to find her motor threshold, which is the minimal amount of power that we need to generate from the machine to stimulate Indy's brain. All of our motor thresholds are probably different just because of the amount of sleep we got, the amount of caffeine we had, age, medication, anything like that at all changes our motor thresholds. Okay.